Well, hello, crew. Hello. And here we are again, another Sunday, just like that. And today is Sunday fireside afternoon chat. And tomorrow is Remembrance Day, so hopefully you're all thinking about that. You can see behind me there those pictures of my father and my grandfather. And there's a couple of pictures there of my son and I taken with their pictures in those bus stops. So I keep that right there all the time. Anyway, today is the fireside chat, and I do have my poppy on. Oh, I had a clip this morning from outside that somehow I lost. I don't know how I did. Oh, I don't know. How would I know what I do? Anyway, I'll get you switched around here and we'll have a look at the fire. There now. It was kind of crackling there nicely there a little bit ago, but I guess I better close it up a little bit there. There's a little bit of smoke coming out. The whatever was crackling is not crackling anymore. It's a little bit, I guess. Anyway, we'll go up to the front here and I'll show you outside. Now, the clip I had this morning of outside that I lost for some unknown reason. Pretty well everything was white. The truck was white. The roof on the garage was white, and then some of the snow was white. The pavement was not white, but you can kind of see there's some white. So it's melting away. That's a good thing. But I guess there was quite a bit of snow here and there in the maritime area in Canada yesterday, I guess, too. So I guess it was kind of nasty in some places. Anyway, we'll get to the start of the fireside chat here in a few minutes. Today's Sunday afternoon fireside chat is coming to you by the Bradleys on Catbird Hill. And John is the runner of this fine channel. And John does a lot of woodwork. He just passed 1,000 bundles that he has sold. And he likes splitting wood with his Casterbrin Timber Pilot axes. He's got 3 of those, I believe. He really enjoys those. He also has a hydraulic splitter that he's added different attachments to make things easier to use. And he has a Woodlands mill for milling logs, and has a Kubota tractor with numerous attachments for that. And what else does he do? Oh, he's into antique chainsaws too. So if you get a chance, go over and have a look at John's channel. It's a dandy. And now on to the weather. So today we are at 5 degrees Celsius and 41 degrees Fahrenheit. And the wind is west at 21 miles an hour. So it's a wee little bit breezy out, I suppose. Oh, and our high for today is 6 degrees Celsius and mainly sunny. So I don't know if I want to show you the rest of the week or not, but there it is. Rain, rain, rain and snow, rain and snow, rain and rain. Holy cats, what a week that's going to be. So tomorrow, Remembrance Day, 12 degrees now, and rain, so that's not good. Tuesday is the same thing. Wednesday is 2 degrees, and Thursday is 4, and Friday is 6, and Saturday is 6. So that's pretty good looking hibernation weather, that. So there we go. That's that part done. So on we go to what happened this week. Well, it was a busy week, and we got the LGT Ford mowing deck finish, and we got the Yardworks mowing deck finish. So they were cleaned and pour 15'd and all that kind of stuff. So this one is up next. This is the deck for the case 224 there. This one is not going to need much cleaning. We're just going to give her a quick go, and then we're going to put the pour 15 to it again. And I'm doing kind of a little extra video on this, so I'm still working on that. So that'll be next week sometime, maybe. What else did we do this week? We spent a lot of time on those two decks, that's for sure. My son was over on Friday, and we took the two decks back to his place and got them stored away in the mini barn. Still have this cold. It doesn't seem to want to go away. So if I don't sound right, probably I don't. And I'm hacking and coughing and sneezing and whatever. I guess that's just the way it is. But anyhow, I don't have any script or anything wrote down again today, so this is kind of a rambling, just as I think of it, kind of a chat. This tractor, what did I do? Oh yes, I took some of the rust check, and I oiled up the chain right there, and I oiled up the chain in underneath there, and I oiled up this chain out here, right there, and then I oiled the bearings on the ends of the snowblower. This centerpiece here, I greased that and oiled the side of it, and that bearing is oiled, and I oiled up the chute. Now, like I said, this was sitting outside for I think 3 years, so the chains were kind of in their position and weren't going to move real easy. So it took a bit of, I still have to re-oil the chute, I think, but I got it to move not too bad. The blower itself I got to move too, but it was hard to turn. I had both hands on the dry shaft here and turn it. And at first I could only go so far and then come back. And so, but anyway, it loosened up to the point where I could at least turn it, but it was hard to turn, and that was that. So then the belt that we had for this tractor, for the blower, was not the right length, so I had to go and buy another belt. And the first one I bought still wouldn't fit, so I had to go back and get another one. But that's working good, that. So I think the reason why the belt length changed is because of those mounts I put in, or my son and I put in. There and there. There's supposed to be rubber mounts in there, and I don't like them things. And shaking and going on, the poor engine is rattling around, and so When we put the engine in this, we decided to make it solid, and it works great. No moving around. But I think I'm a little higher than what I was, maybe, and that's why the belt length changed, but it's fine. Drive shaft lines up and everything good, so. Now, this tractor and Dave's favorite tractor over here with the cab. That cab tractor still has the rubber mounts in it, but I've got it pretty well solid so that it won't move. It still has the rubbers and the bolts in it, but it's in good solid shape. And this one, like I say, there is no rubbers in this mounting system here. This is solid. The older tractors of this style, the engines were welded to the frame. The base was welded to the frame. If you want to take the engine out, you had to unbolt 4 bolts and then lift the motor out, and the base stayed in the tractor. So, that's that. So, we'll give her a little start here. It might be a little bit noisy, but I did try it here the other day, and I was expecting the blower to be still hard to turn, but the engine I thought was going to maybe quit, but it didn't, and everything fired up just nicely. So we'll give her a quick go here. There now. That works great. That is a very handy tool to have. You want to place the snow where you want it. That's the thing to have. So anyway, these blowers, they will chew through snow, boys, oh boys. You just need to have the power to run them. There's an awful lot of change in direction where it loses power. I'm just going to go get my light here, I think. Yeah, my studio light, that'd be a good one. Yeah, that's right. Don't be looking at those. They're bad for you. Okay, so anyway, this blower system. I don't know if I've mentioned this or not. Maybe it is. Anyway, the blower, we have the belt goes down to that 90-degree gearbox. So there's a change in direction right there, and then we come across with the dry shaft. We change direction again and go ahead. The chain drives this other 90-degree gearbox, changes direction, then comes out here, changes direction, and goes to the impeller. And then you have another chain that comes out and drives the auger. So there's a lot of lost power there, I think, in that. But anyway, that's the way it is. That's the way they made them. And it would be better if the belt came right out and onto that shaft there and drove the impeller, and then came across and drove on a gearbox and drive the auger. But that's the way most blowers are made. So now the thrower, same kind of system, but less turns. You've got the gearbox there, and it comes straight across and goes to the one chain that just drives the auger. So less moving parts, less loss of power. So that is that on that part, I guess. So what else have we got to chat about? Yeah, so busy week, and I guess it's not going to slow down any for a while yet. And over to my son's yesterday, and we did do a little bit of tire changing, but still got, I think there's still 6 vehicles that need to have the tires changed. So that's still coming up. We may get a little bit more done. Maybe. He might do some today, I don't know. Anyway, we've got to get the snow blower, the 52-inch snow blower on his Ford tractor, the 1210 compact tractor, with the cab. And it needs to be put on yet, and there's a lot of things to do yet. So the poor loader tractor that we were working on, we did quite a bit to it, and then all of a sudden too many other things to do and couldn't seem to get back to it. So anyway, it was kind of in the way. So I'll try and show you a couple of pictures here. I got to get out of the glare somehow. Maybe. So anyway, the tractor was sitting in about that position, and the loader was out on the floor and not movable, really. So he's got a Farmall Cub or a Farmall A coming to his garage that he has to do some work on, I guess. So we kind of figured that we should see if we can get the loader onto the tractor at least, so that we can move it around. Getting the glare of the lights in there. Look at that. Anyway, we jerry rigged it up so that the loader is on the tractor and is in the up position, so now we can at least move it around as one unit. And We will get back to it someday, but it seems that it's going to take longer than we anticipated. Anyway, that's what it kind of is going to look like anyway. Well, I can't wait to have it running and lifting under its own power. Yeah, so anyway, that's what that is. So there's stuff going on over at his place that's got to go on, so. All right, now what? I don't know what now what. There's some Cape Breton birch firewood and some water. And we have over here, we have Gators from Gators World, and we have Rick's Outdoors. And that's a great cup, that. I always have that full of water, so that's just what I'm going to do now. Yeah, I'll be happy when this cold goes away. It's been almost 5 years since I was sick with anything. 5 years ago, in February, I had the flu, and then right after the flu, I got a cold. Holy cats, it was a bad 2 months. But this is the first time I've been sick since that, so that's pretty near 5 years ago. So, anyway, with this tractor here, I still got to put the chains back on. The chains are right there. And the weight box is there. I got to do a little fix up on the weight box. Put those on yet. Oh, yes, and I've got to do the trim-clad clear trick on that yet. So I got myself some new cans. Oh, that stuff's expensive. Holy cats. Yep. One place I went to was $14.99 a can, and another place I went to was $12.99 a can, so that's where I got them. They used to be, I think, $6.99, not all that long ago. Anyway, I got to do the trim-clad treatment to this. All inside of there has got to get done, and probably the drift cutters, and maybe across the top here, so the snow will slide off, and then of course in the chute, and then all the 4 paddles that throw the snow out on the impeller. So that's got to get done yet. Luckily, I have some other equipment to use just in case I get a snowstorm. Yeah. Yeah, not too many people like myself have numerous things to move snow. I guess some people do, but anyway, we've got the John Deere over there, we've got the Case here, and then we have the Dave's Favorite tractor up there, and then we have a loader tractor here. Anyway, this one I kind of wanted to get going, and well, the engine needed to be done, and so we've got that figured out. And then the poor snowblower, like I say, was sitting outside for 3 years, so that's not good. Anyhow, I think that's going to work good. It's just too much for a 10 horsepower engine, but I'll just use it in the light snow and stuff. So yeah, when we get along on to this coming week, we'll get, I think my son is going to take the MF7 back here, and maybe the MF16 mowing deck. MF7 mowing deck, I should have said, I guess. And they're both going to get the cleaning and the Power 15 put to them, and I'll add some of that into this other video that I'm doing about that. So, yeah. The 415. I don't know if I showed this or not. Anyway, I transferred the 415 from the can into this can. This was a clean oil can, so I just put the 415 into that, so it was nice and easy to get the cap off, and easy to pour, and you don't get it all over the place, and so that's I think it's going to be a good thing. If I ever buy another can, that's what I'm going to do with it. So I guess we'll go on to the stickers here. I guess we'll do a quick little overview of that. I don't know how long we are here. Oh, we're at 21 minutes, so we're not too bad, I guess. I get my pointer out. And of course, I'm going to forget who did what or what happened this week with videos. I've been watching a few, I guess, but Grampy's Workshop. Grampy's Workshop. And what did he do? Oh, he was building boxes. That's what he was doing. And I kind of had mentioned to him about the little boxes you used to get codfish or different types of fish in years ago. Only small little box, but they were all. I can't remember the name of the joints in them, but Mike would know that. So I asked him if that was kind of similar, and I think he said it was. But anyway, that's what he was up to. He was making boxes for his new shelf that he put up towards the ceiling there for storage. Excuse me. And we have Luke, orange is my new green. I better make sure I keep my camera up where it was supposed to. And then we have Grampy's Workshop again. Murphy Mowers. Murphy Mowers. Now, what did he do? No, there was a video on that. I can't remember now, Lee. Holy cats, I'm bad for remembering stuff. Glenn's keeping busy. I'm sure he is keeping busy, and he's still working on his castle. And it's going to be a little different again this year. Oh, he's a creative fella. That's for sure. And we have Garden Tractor Boy right here and right here. And I seen his video yesterday, so he's got a new project there, or not new, but 3 bowling tractors Ridomatics that he's got on the go there. So had one out for a drive there yesterday. Seems to work pretty good. So now it's on to the next 2. And I found out yesterday that Joseph has 55 tractors. Holy cats, I thought I had a lot. I got about a dozen. Man, oh man, you imagine having 55 tractors. Yep. And we have Boda Bob. And then we have In the Backyard with Dell. And then we have Gary at the old church 5-acre homestead. And we have, of course, Kenny, Open Air Adventure. And we have Dave, RCAF Polar Express. Dave was on this morning. I had a short little video on the Movember. It's supposed to be a month where you're supposed to grow a mustache. And different things that go along with that. It's kind of Men's Health Month or something, I guess so. And then we have Maintenance with Mike. And Mike was trying to make a Christmas tractor, I think. Anyway, he's got a new pressure washer, and it came with like a soap container thing you can clean off your tractor or car or whatever. And when you spray it on, it kind of just covers the unit with a white foam. So that's kind of the cleaning agent, and then you just rinse it off. So Well, that's a pretty good idea. And we have Brock, Lewis Mowers and Boats. Brock had a video on a little, well, it's not a go-kart, it's a mini bike, yeah, that he had been fixing up, and I guess he had fixed it up a couple of weeks ago and then had a little crash with it and kind of scraped himself up a bit, but he's back on the go again now and has figured out what happened to it, I guess, and fixed up the throttle cable and things like that, so he's back on the go again. And we have Brian, retired for life, and then we have Rick and Donita of Rick's Outdoors, still splitting wood. And then this fellow here, he's got a cold. And Twin Brook Acres, Rick, Everyday Projects. I just seen a video on that he's got on there, but I didn't watch it yet. And we have Gravely Man Small Engine Repair, Artie. Artie's the man for these types of tractors, that is for sure. And Outdoors in the 608, I haven't seen that one yet. There is one out today. Tucker and I out and about. Oh, and Cod Raven. Brian and Holly had a great video there this morning on where they were gone to a new port to scout that out. It's amazing the lifestyle that some people have that you don't realize. This little community had no roads, it just had pathways. And yeah, quite a thing. And then we have Big Son's Lawn Care. I'd say he's probably getting close to being done cutting grass. And Allen Family Firewood. Well, they had an election there, and I didn't know if I was supposed to vote or not because they're in the United States and I'm in Canada. So anyway, they were voting on who was going to be the grand poobah of the Allen Family Firewood. So they both gave their arguments back and forth, and then we all had to vote. And like I say, I didn't know if I could vote or not, but I ended up I could vote, so I voted. And I've always got the soft spot for the females, so I voted for the female. Oh dear, anyway. I get myself in trouble if I say too much stuff. The log father, he's still doing his wood. And a bug right there. And Darrell Wells, different stuff. Larry Cluck. Ross on the land was doing a little bit of tilling there. Last tilling for the season. And Alan on Club Dora was doing some wood splitting. And there we have Gator's World. Gator, oh, that was a good one. I like that. Yeah, Gator had a video on the tire slider. That was quite a gadget, that. You should go and have a look at that and then give Gator a hello and a big thumbs up on that, on his channel. Yeah, that was quite a tool, that. And of course we have the Bradleys on Catbird Hill. They were the promoter of the video for today. Father and Son Outdoors. And of course, we have Gary, with Tractor Talk with Gary, with the approved by Gary tractor smoke. All right, I guess that's, there we go. It just shut off right at the 30-minute mark. Anyway, yeah, Gary and the Gary's got the tractor approved smoke here. Yeah. Anyway, have a great week wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, and we'll be chatting with you again pretty soon, I guess. Goodbye.